loosely, go ahead and choose me. Here I am, listen loosely, don't say that you knew me. Here I am, listen loosely, go ahead and choose me.
What's up, everybody? Oh man, I love what's gonna happen today. Welcome to the VerryBlunt podcast. My name is Bryce, and I'd like to introduce. What's your name, sir?
I am Dango.
Mr. Van Dango. We are going to be going almost joke for joke. I'm going to tell you a story, and then I think I'm going to try a comedy skit. One I've been working on. It probably is raw. It's probably not that good, but it's a work in progress, and I want everybody to see it like that. If you don't laugh right now, maybe I can make you laugh later on. So, Mr. Van Dango.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
I'm alive.
That's what I like to hear. That's the only thing we can always wish for, right? Is being alive. So question for you. I always start this off with a question for everybody that's on here. So if I gave you $5 million, but you had to go to prison for 2 years, but once you got out of prison, and you were guaranteed to get out of prison, like they would not give you any more jail time, right? That's it. And you're guaranteed to come out and you can have that $5 million. Why would you do it? I'm sorry. And why?
Yes. Hookers. All hookers. Every single cent.
I love that answer. I mean, mine would also be partial drugs, but hookers and drugs, that's game
Just
plan.
hookers.
Okay. I like that. Great answer. Thank you, Mr. Dango. Knock knock.
Who is there?
I mop.
I mop who?
Really?
Sometimes
That's crazy.
I feel exactly like that. I went to see a fight, and a rap concert broke out. Nonetheless, I learned how to Dougie. I am Dango.
That's good. I like that. Are you gonna say Van Dango after everything you say, sir? Like, what's going on right now?
I am Dango.
Okay, I understand. I love it. All right. So my girl always buys cheap toilet paper. It's a pain in my ass.
It would be. It's cheap. Like your girl. I have special needs. Like blowjobs. I need them especially. I am Dango.
Okay, that was good. I like it. I also need blowjobs, and I'm in agreement with you, Mr. Van. I'm in agreement. So I started reading a horror story in Braille. When something bad happened, I could feel it.
You would. It's right there for you to feel. Like nipples. Braille is like nipples. They tell a story in themselves. I met a woman, and she asked me to come to her alley and throw my balls around. I had no idea we were going bowling. I am Dango.
Okay, I like that. So I had a happy childhood. My father used to put me in a tire and run me down hills. Those were good years.
You're on a roll. I like to get some wine, disrobe, take off my socks and spread my toes, all while watching a women's tennis match with my eyes closed. I am Dango.
To be honest with you, I rather women's volleyball.
The view is better.
I mean, now with your eyelids closed,
No, that's true.
I think you can watch anything when your eyelids closed, and it looks like all the same, right? You'll never be surprised of something
I
new with
just
your
like
eyes
the
closed.
sounds of a women's tennis match.
That's crazy. It kind of sounds
Beautiful.
like my girl last night. It's wild.
Throwing up?
So I honestly had a joke about pizza, but it's too cheesy
That one's hot
and cheesy. That's why I didn't tell you.
and cheesy. A little drippy.
I like a little, backside undercarriage. Like you need.
Extra oil coming off that one. I had a romp in the woods with Red Riding Hood. I sucked on some sweet Cinderella feet. I had a gangbang all night with 7 dwarves and Snow White. Then I woke up to booty from Sleeping Beauty. I was getting some fairy tale. I am Vandango.
That that was nicely put together. That was nicely put together.
It was a crazy night.
It sounds like a really good book or Disney movie. I'd
Not
watch
for
it.
children.
I'd watch it with my eyes closed.
Sounds beautiful.
Do you know why the clam murdered the oyster?
No, I don't.
Shellfish reasons.
Salty.
I've been told. I've been told. I don't know personally.
OMG. WTF. FML. SMH. FOH. LOL. I am Vandango.
Damn, did you just say fuck out of here? That's great, bro. I'm here. What do you mean? You not want me to be a part of this anymore? Okay. Do you think LOL's laughing out loud or lots of laughs? Which one, Mr. Van?
I thought it meant lovers on lovers.
That's crazy because actually I was tricking you. That's exactly what I thought it meant too. Wow.
We are in agreement.
I thought it was lovers over lovers though, or lovers on lovers.
Lovers on lovers.
Yeah, I think lovers over lovers. Lovers outstretching lovers, Lovers on
Lovers
top of lovers.
organizing lovers. In a group capacity.
In a group setting.
There's a lot of organization that needs to take place.
Lovers organizing lovers. I like that one. That's a good one. I'm going to use that from now on.
Yep. It is yours.
Stolen. Stolen. I'm writing that down.
It's a gift.
Thank you, Mr. Dango. So last week I won an award at work for being most secretive person in the office. I can't tell you how much it means to me.
Tell me.
I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. I won an award.
It's a secret award.
It is.
If Rosario Dawson had a creek, I'd stick my Vanderbeek in it. I am Vandango.
Can you describe what a Vandercreek is?
It's a Vanderbeek.
A Vanderbeek. Can you describe what a Vanderbeek is?
It's my face.
I asked to describe it.
Look at it. It's in front of you. My face. And if she had one, I'd put my face into it. It's gorgeous.
Perfect. That's a good description. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna tell you a story. This is a real life story, and I want you to listen. Right, I'm gonna tell you the story. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. All right, so I used to work for a plumbing company, and we used to have this guy in the plumbing company. His name was Chuck the Fuck. And the reason he was called Chuck the Fuck is because he fucked up every job he ever went on. Like, literally, I would have to go behind him, and not literally in that sense, because whoa, but I would have to, like, go to the job after he did a job and, like, fix everything. And his ongoing joke with the company was the person that does the most work makes the most mistakes, right? But he just always made a mistake. It was crazy, right? And he barely did any work, right?
Yes.
So one day I was paired up with him, and we had a job in the morning, but we got off around lunchtime. Not home, but like we were done with the job around lunchtime, and we were off of Route One. And he's like, "Hey, Bryce, you want to go to a Chili's for lunch?" And I was like, "Yeah, no problem. I'll go to. Let's go." They had like the half price appetizers and everything, right? So we went there. We were eating, and our boss calls us, and he's like, "Hey, listen, I need you guys to do a water heater in Flemington." And we were like, okay, no problem. It is what it is. Cool. So we get done eating, and we get in the truck. I'm driving. I'm driving to Flemington. Maybe 10 minutes. It's like maybe like a 50-minute ride, right? 10 minutes into the ride, Chuck's like, Bryce, oh my god, Bryce, I have to shit so bad right now. And I'm like, Chuck, like you can't just wait till we get to the place to do the water. He was like, I can't wait, pull over, dude, pull over. So I'm like, all right, dude. There's like woods, it's like all woods on the side, not even in the median or whatever. So I pull over. He goes in the back of the truck, he gets a bucket, and he's out into the woods. So I'm waiting for him for 5 minutes. He comes back, no bucket, and he's missing a sleeve off his shirt, right? Comes back to the car, and I'm like, Chuck, what happened to your sleeve? He's like, dude, I didn't have any toilet paper. I was like, I mean, okay, it's like a hot summer day too, so he's wearing like just a short sleeve shirt. So I start driving again. Chuck's like, right. He's 10 minutes later, right. I got a shit, dude. I got a shit. I'm like, bro, you can't wait till we get to the job. He's like, dude, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I got a shit. So I pull over. He goes in the back of a truck, gets a bucket, goes off into the woods, right? He comes back 5 minutes later. Now he's missing the other sleeve. The other sleeve's gone. Comes in the truck. I'm like, Jesus, Chuck, you're going to lose clothes, buddy. So gets in the truck. We start driving, right? We're like 10 minutes away from the job site now, right? Still on the highway. And he's like, bro, it's shit, dude. I got a shit. And I'm like, bro, are you kidding me, bro? 10 minutes. You can't wait 10 minutes? I can't wait,
Stomach
dude.
issue.
Stomach issues. I can't wait, dude. I'm like, all right. I pull over to the side of the road, goes in the back of the truck. You guessed it. Gets a bucket, goes off in the woods, right? Now he's out there for a little bit longer, and a cop pulls behind me. Right, and the cop comes up to the window. He's like, "Hey, buddy, listen, you can't park in this area. You got to move like 100 feet up or whatever." And I'm like, "All right, no problem." He was cool about it, right? Didn't even know Chuck was in the woods, right? So the cop pulls away. I pull up. Cop pulls away, and Chuck comes out of the woods, but this time he's wearing a belly shirt, and he walks all the way up the highway because now I had to park super far away. So he thought I did it on purpose, like he thought like this guy, right? And I didn't. I had to explain him the story. But going to the job site and this dude was like a big dude. He was like Van Dango size dude, right? So like no sleeves and a belly shirt, just going to a job site to change the water heater. I was like, listen, Chuck, hand me everything out of the truck. Don't even get out of the truck. You're embarrassing, dude,
No one wants to see your belly button.
Nobody. It was the hairiest chest I ever seen in my life. I was like, holy crap,
Deep
dude.
cavern.
I am Bryce.
Yes, you are. I can't find my lunch. My new refrigerator is black, and it's running. I think it stole it. I am Vandango.
All right, I'm going to give you a black joke now. What do you call a black guy on the moon?
An astronaut.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Nice. Good answer.
Britney Spears scares me. She looks like a hot chick who became a dude, then decided that having a dick just wasn't her thing. And now she's back with knives and dancing. I'm so turned on. I am Dango.
I used to have a poster of Britney Spears back in the day.
So did I.
I think she's hot. I think she's hot. I mean, she's still hot, actually.
I used
She's
to kick
crazy.
it before I went to bed.
She's crazy, but you know, I also am turned on by the knives. You know, you
Something
need a little
about it.
crazy.
She's a sharp one.
She is. So did you know that Germany is advising people to stock up on cheese and sausages?
Nope.
They call it worst case scenario.
See how? I haven't seen a donkey like that since I was in Mexico. Thank you, Venus. I am Vandango.
Okay. How does a blind gynecologist treat his patients?
By smell.
He reads lips.
Beautiful. That is a job that I need. George Foreman died. Where we grilling at? I am Vandango.
You know, George Foreman grills had no turnoff button. You really had to unplug them from the wall. And then they stayed hot for another 5 hours. What a fire hazard. And why was everything slanted too, right? You put something on there and it was super greasy. Everything would just slide down, right?
Yeah. They were delicious though.
It was you know what, they cooked everything well at the same exact temperature every single time.
Completely black.
Where are we grilling?
Black. Where are we grilling at?
All right, I got a story to tell you. I don't know how funny this is going to be, but we'll see. So a man's on a train, and he looks up from his newspaper he's reading and sees a small Irish midget from across him. He couldn't help but notice the enormous bulge in the midget's pants. The train stops. They both get off the train, and he asks the midget, "Hey, can I ask you something personal?" "Sure," the midget replies. "How did you get a dick that big if you are a dwarf?" "Ah," says the midget, "I'm not a dwarf. I'm a leprechaun. Since you had the courage to ask me, I'll grant you 3 wishes." The man wishes for $1 million, 100 beautiful women, and a dick as big as the leprechaun's. The leprechaun says, "No problem. But there's one thing I need you to do for me. You're going to have to let me fuck you." The man's eyes grew wide, but he eventually agrees. They find an alley and they start cracking it. The leprechaun finished. The man, broken, bleeding, crying, demands his 3 wishes. The leprechaun says, "I need you to do one more thing for me." The man screams, "Oh, for crying out loud, what?" "How old are you, sir?" asked the leprechaun. "I'm 37. Why?" "You're 37 and you still believe in leprechauns?"
What a fool. He got fucked.
Fucked. He got fucked, didn't he?
While watching television, I found what I thought was a rough spooning competition. Turned out it was just a UFC match. Pity. I was interested. I am Dango.
You know, I could relate to every other joke pretty much that you said, except that one. I would not get turned on by a sausage
Turned
fest.
on. I was interested.
Yeah, you know, interested kind of means, you know.
I never said that I had a boner.
You just did though.
I said that I was interested.
Yeah, but you just said
With rough spooning.
You did say boner in
Seems
one of
like
those words.
That seems like I did not say boner in one of those words.
You just said it
Earlier, I
again.
said boner. I keep saying boner now. I can't stop saying boner. I've gone too far.
That was good. Okay, so this woman gets pulled over. The officer comes to the window and she says, "Is there a problem, officer?" He says, "Ma'am, you were speeding." "Oh, I see," she says. "Can I see your license?" Officer says. "Sorry, I lost it drunk driving." Officer says, "Can I have your registration?" She replies, I don't have the registration. I stole this car and I killed the owner and chopped him up in the back of the trunk." The officer slowly backs away and goes back to his car and calls for backup. Well, his superior shows up, walks to the car, knocks on the window, and says, "Ma'am, I heard that you stole this car and you killed somebody. Can you please pop your trunk?" She said, "Yeah, absolutely." Pops the trunk. Trunk is empty. He comes back. The officer says to the woman, I'm confused. One of my officers said that you stole this car, and you chopped up the body, put it in the trunk, and you lost your license due to drunk driving." And the lady goes, "I bet you also he said I was speeding." Slow punchline.
Low punchline.
Slow.
I'm going to end with this one. Listen up, Lusty. I like my women busty. If America was my freak, I would go down in Georgia and eat the peach. Find me a cowgirl from Texas to ride this bull. I would get lucky in Kentucky and make your mama Mona in Arizona. Then I would shoot a porn and poke you in North Dakota. We would be boning in Wyoming. You could be my hoe in New Mexico. I could stuff your butt in Connecticut. Then bask in your aroma on the plains of Oklahoma. You'd be saying, oh, wow. America is bootiful. I am Vandango.
You got a lot of other states you need to put in there.
There's a lot of states. There's so many.
It sounds like you got some homework to do. You got to bang some other broads in some other states.
I gotta go on a road trip.
Would you fly?
In first class or last class. Never in the middle.
Never. Never.
First
in
or
the middle.
last.
Either window or aisle, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. I agree.
Or in the driver's seat.
I prefer the cockpit too. Yeah.
I'd fly up there. I'll crash this plane like a Delta flight.
Did you know that Spirit, as much as everybody talks trash about them, has never had a death?
That's the spirit. You're blind. I knew it. I knew it. I could tell by the way you wouldn't look me in the eye.
If I did that, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I try not to.
Oh, I knew it. I was wondering, and I'm no longer wondering.
I like to, keep that point of like mystery. It's
Very
crazy.
mysterious.
It's crazy.
Very, very mysterious which way your eyeballs go.
Yeah, actually, on my screen, there's like 4 of you. So I've been talking to 4 vans. It's crazy.
If only that could happen in the world. Oh, hello.
I think this was great. I think
This
was
has
great.
been very pleasant.
Yes, sir.
Been
Yes,
a
sir.
wonderful host.
Well, I definitely try. You've been a wonderful guest, and I got to really meet the other side of Mr. Dango, and I love it. I love it. Can you show me your shirt? What? This guy even got a shirt made for him. This is crazy. I have to get one that just says
Hang
I
on.
am Bryce. Uh-oh.
My napkin from my last romp. Oh, sorry.
I'm not gonna ask. Is is that your bib for when you go to Red Lobster?
No,
No, no,
just
I know what it is, but like, what do you use it for other than a bib?
memories. Um, that's all.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Have you ever tried them on?
No, they're not mine.
Yeah, but don't you?
Put on other people's underwears.
Yeah, don't you?
That's something you're into.
I am Bryce.
Maybe I should have been asking the questions in this.
Wait a second. So you don't put on other people's underwear to
Put
see
on my,
what type of shit they've been going through?
no, I'd walk in their shoes if I wanted to do that.
Oh, I mean that is a less dirtier option, I guess, right?
Yes. Very
Extremely, extremely.
extremely. Plus, you're not a weirdo if you put on someone else's shoes. You go around wearing their underwear. Now you're a weirdo.
Yeah, but you know what though? The good thing about underwear is you can technically wear every piece of underwear 4 times, right? You know, right way, opposite way, inside out, then turn around. It's 4 times you can wear the same pair of underwear. It's like a fresh pair.
That's commitment.
It's like the same thing with socks, right? If
No,
you can you can switch them up three
wash your
times.
clothes, Bryce. Wash your clothes. Just put them
Wait,
in the wash before you wear them again.
wait a second. You don't wear your socks 3 times in a row,
No,
like one on each foot, then inside out, and then
no.
right side in, switched. On opposite feet.
Are you homeless? Do you need help?
I'm mind blown right now.
Order?
I'm mind blown right now. Wait, time out, time out. You don't wear your shirts twice. Like,
No.
no?
Wash them.
Oh my gosh. I also don't do any.
I would hope.
Who wears someone else's underwear? I'm sure that's a fetish somewhere.
I'm sure it is.
And I'm not gonna raise my hand saying it's one of mine. But I was
I
just,
wonder why you would want to wear their underwear. Maybe get into their underwear. Not to wear it though. Like it
I
doesn't
mean
matter.
I mean, let's be real. You're gonna be, judging me on wearing someone else's underwear, which I never have, but I never kept it in my suit pocket all day.
You would if you knew this person. Maybe you haven't met the one.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I would just love to keep someone's underwear in my
You'll know
pocket
when
all
you meet
day.
her. You'll know. You'll be taking that underwear and sticking it in your pocket, never letting it go. It's a beautiful love story if you write it down on your invisible paper.
You know what? That's a good idea. Let me write it down real quick.
Take
Hold
notes.
on. All right, hold on. Dot the T, cross the I. Okay, here we
Two
go.
exclamation points.
Dose exclamation points. Love it. Oh shoot. All right. Thank you, Mr. Van Dango. Is there anything else you want to tell everybody?
I am Vandango.
That's what I'm talking about. Later, guys. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate y'all. Peace.